Good morning. This is Dr. S. Prince Samuel, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. SNS College of Technology is the first Indian institution to implement the design thinking framework in the entire curriculum. Today, I am going to briefly explain about the components of wearable devices. So, before going into the term wearable devices, the term wearable devices, what do you mean by wearable devices? Means some kind of signals, some kind of physiological signals from the body have to be monitored in order to understand the condition of a person or a patient. That is the main role in it. For example, if a person suddenly, while he is walking, suddenly gets faint, what kind of signals ought to be checked immediately is nothing but first one is the blood pressure and second one is the sugar level and third one is the heart rate level. So, in order to monitor these kind of different physiological parameters, we have to implement the biomedical sensors. So, these sensors have to be tuned in such a way that signals generated from the body have to be transmitted to the particular device. The second one is nothing but this microcontroller or microprocessor. Without the help of a controller or a processor, the signal generated from the human body cannot be analyzed in order to study the characteristics of a person. So, this behind the microprocessor or the microcontroller, some kind of codings are being written to understand the characteristics of the signals. So, this coding will help the signal filter the unwanted noise, because here I have mentioned sensors. One is the physiological parameters, second one is the environmental parameters. So, what type of signals which we detect consist of this environmental parameters also. So, the noises or even the signals received from the environmental conditions have to be filtered very easily. Then it has to be processed to understand the correct variation of the parameters, because for example, if we measure the human body temperature, the normal body temperature is 98.4, it varies up to 98.8. So, if the room temperature and the body temperature combine together, then the signal will be of a different signal. So, in those cases, the environmental temperature has to be filtered and the temperature sensor has to measure only the human body sensor. Then, the fourth term is nothing but the communication module. Here, the communication module also plays a vital role, because generally, when we speak about the term communication module, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, these are the three important parameters to transfer the data, because the normal person or the patient, they may be using different kinds of devices, but the data detected by the sensors have to be transferred to the other parameters. For example, the data has to be transferred to the doctor station or to the nursing station or to the person whom they are attached with. For example, a single mobile phone can communicate with multiple devices, because nowadays whatever the parameters is stored either in the form of mobile cloud applications. Then the decision making factor plays a vital role, whether the parameter is abnormal or normal. The decision parameters has to be maintained very carefully. If the parameter is abnormal, immediately we have to give the signals, that is the alarms, so that the doctor may be alerted and the treatment can be started easily. Fifth one is nothing but this display/user interface, because for some kind of devices, the display is attached along with the device to monitor it in a very easy way. For example, the displays means it may be in a graphical displays or OLED displays or in a digital displays also, because the digital displays, when you speak about a single digital display, simple digital display, then it's nothing but the LCD, 2x16 LCD for basic parameters. Apart from this display varies up to different qualities, different characteristics of the display. That is a different setup depending upon the type of device. The display modules can be chosen according to our requirement. And the third point is nothing but this power supply, because these type of devices which have to wearable devices which should be handy. So these type of handy devices should operate only in this digital direct supply, that is DC mode, battery based supply. So these all the parameters combined together, then they form the components of wearable devices. It saves the life of a person. Thank you.